CMAC Youth Voices is a 10-week documentary filmmaking training program for Central Valley junior high and high school students ages 18 and under. Over the summer, 12 participants learned how to harness the power of media to tell stories of personal and societal significance through documentary filmmaking. CMAC provided video equipment, mentorship, and instructions as the cohort developed and produced their own documentary films. Each cohort member also received a $1,000 stipend for completing their films. All right, they look incredible. Here to tell us more is Johnny Pacina, the community media manager at CMAC. So before we talk about the films this year, let's introduce people to CMAC. I know you've been on a bunch, but for people that don't know, what's CMAC? What do you guys do?
Yes, thank you for having me again, first and foremost. So CMAC is a Community Media Access Collaborative. We're a nonprofit community media center in downtown Fresno, and we provide resources, tools, facilities for folks from all over the Central Valley and beyond to utilize our camera equipment to basically tell whatever stories they want to tell.
It's such it's like a library for, you know, all this cool equipment, and video is king now. I mean, it's just everywhere, no matter what device you're on. If you're on something small or a television or a silver screen, who knows? Exactly. Everybody wants video. So the filmmaking process this year for Youth Voices, how did it go? What kinds of things did you see this year?
Yeah, so it went awesome. This is my favorite time of the year when we kind of take all of these films, compile them, put them together for this special screening happening this Saturday at 2 p.m. at Maya Cinema. Really, it's just the testament to the hard work that the youth put in to create these documentary films. They are short form films, so about 8 minutes on average, and we have them playing back to back at our screening this Saturday. And the stories range from, we actually train them as well on how to utilize the equipment, so they learn techniques on how to interview folks, schedule, record with pro audio and video camera equipment, record B-roll as well, the supplemental footage for all of their documentaries, and they learned a great deal of all. And shout out to Alex Soto and Sergio Cortez, our trainers, who were the mentors during that 10-week period this summer.
So we'll get to see the films this Saturday at Maya. What do you think during this cohort? Because, you know, sometimes you find the same issues, or you find different issues, or you're really surprised. What did this cohort do that maybe surprised you this year?
So yeah, definitely it varies, you know, from producer to producer, but really, you know, I noticed a lot of them really take up to technology really quick. And I think that's just a product of the generation, you know, the younger generation growing up with just basically internet as a way of life and having a phone. But at the same time though, they learned a great deal in terms of what it means to separate from your just kind of typical TikTok videos you record on your phone versus an actual professional style documentary film. So they learned the ins and outs on all of that and how that works. And all the while, they're telling the stories they want to tell. These stories are their stories. They chose the topics to cover. They range from, you know, a history of family immigration. They, you know, there's one about a student athlete, what it means to be a student athlete in this day and age. There's even some about anti-bullying, traffic, collision issues as well. So it's really a wide range of stories, and it's really amazing what the youth are presenting here in these stories and what matters to them as well.
I think it's so refreshing, and sort of it gives you reassurance when you can see people as young as they are actually telling stories, because sometimes it's a hard thing for somebody to understand, is what is a story? How do I explain my point? Because that's how we all retain information, is through stories. So if people want to get involved in Youth Voices maybe next year, how do they get involved?
So definitely check out our website at cmac.tv/Youth Voices. That basically has just our all the documentaries from the years past, including up-to-date information about future programs and the current program's screening information as well. The screening is free and open to the public at Maya, so we do ask folks to register online if they can through Eventbrite. It's for free. But if they want to just, you know, they happen to be seeing a movie that afternoon and just want to do the whole Barbenheimer thing and see, like, you know, maybe they watch Barbie, go to see a Youth Voices screening. So
I think that's a perfect way to spend an afternoon. All right, well, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to watch all the films. It's so cool to see kids doing what they love and learning new skills and entering into the world, and you made that happen. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Emily. Appreciate the time.
And our Educator of the Week is now the top educator food chain in Clovis Unified. We'll tell you who it is when we come back.